Hello, fourth grade. This is Mr. Garcia. Today we are going to be subtracting mixed numbers with regrouping. Next slide here. My I can statement says I can subtract mixed numbers with regrouping. Our bell ringer is multiply. Get out a scratch piece of paper, fill out the bell ringer, and then press play. Alright, 7 times 5 is 35. 50 times 3 is 150. 600 times 5 is 3,000. 8 times 9 is 72. 70 times 9 is 630. 300 times 7 is 2,100. 6 times 8 is 48. 90 times 6 is 540. 600 times 7 equals 4,200. Alright, on to my next slide here. Alright, before we even start subtracting the mixed numbers, our very first thing we're going to do is turn them into an improper fraction. Just a reminder here, a little review. A mixed number is when a fraction, so like 3/5, and a whole number are combined. Right, so 4 and 3/5 is a mixed number. Okay, and we are going to be converting it into an improper fraction. And what an improper fraction is, it's a number that where the numerator, so example, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Okay, so we're going to be converting this mixed number, so 4 and 3/5, into an improper fraction. Super easy to do. All you have to do is take 4 times 5, so my whole number, times my denominator. 4 times 5, which equals 20. And then you have to add the numerator, so my 3 at the end. Okay, so again, to turn this mixed number into an improper fraction, you have to take 4 times 5 plus 3. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23. So it'd be 23 over 5. Alright, next slide here. What I want you guys to do is convert this mixed number into an improper fraction. You can do it on a scratch piece of paper. And when you get it done, press play. Again, to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction, you have to take the whole number times the denominator, so 6 times 3, and then add the numerator. Okay, 6 times 3 equals 18, and then plus 2, which gives me 20 over 3. Next slide here, same thing, converting the mixed number into an improper fraction. Get out the scratch piece of paper, and then press play when you get it done. Alright, same thing, so I am going to multiply my whole number times my denominator, so 3 times 8 plus 5. 3 times 8 equals 24, plus 5 equals 29. So my improper fraction is 29 over 8. Next slide, get out that scratch piece of paper, convert it, and then press play. Again, I'm going to multiply my whole number, so 5 times 3 plus 2. 5 times 3 equals 15, and then plus 2 equals 17. So my improper fraction is 17 thirds, or 17 over 3. All right, my next slide here. subtracting mixed numbers with regrouping, when to turn mixed numbers into an improper fraction when subtracting. Okay, we've done this in the past, but I'll give you an example here. Let's say my mixed number is 3 1/4, and we are subtracting 1 3/4. Okay, so it's 3 1/4 minus 1 3/4. I have to regroup when my first fraction is smaller than my second fraction, because you can't take 1 minus 3. So I have to turn it into an improper fraction or regroup and then subtract. All right, and once again, I'm going to turn these fractions into these mixed numbers into an improper fraction. So again, I'm taking 3 times 4 plus 1. 3 times 4 equals 12, plus 1 equals 13/4, minus, again, I'm taking 1 times 4 plus 3. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 3 equals 7. It'll be 7/4. Now I can subtract it because my first numerator is bigger than my second numerator. Okay? And when I take 13 minus 7, that equals 6/4, or 4 can go into 6 one time, and there's 2 out of the 4 remaining. Okay? Again, real quick, I have to turn these two mixed numbers into an improper fraction when I'm subtracting, because my first fraction is smaller than my second fraction. All right, next slide, what I want you guys to do is turn these into an improper fraction and then subtract on a scratch piece of paper, and then when you're ready to go, press play. Again, since my first fraction is smaller than my second fraction, I have to turn these two mixed numbers into an improper fraction. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 times 3 plus 1. 4 times 3 equals 12, plus 1 equals 13/3. Minus, again, I'm doing 2 times 3 plus 2. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 equals 8/3. Okay, and now I'm going to subtract 13 minus 8, and that is 5/3. So my answer could be 5/3, or if you want to simplify it, you can. So 3 can go into 5 one time, and there is 2 left, so 1 2/3. Next slide here. Again, turn these two mixed numbers into an improper fraction because the first fraction is smaller than the second fraction. Do it on a scratch piece of paper. Press or pause and then press play when you're ready to go. Again, I'm going to turn this into an improper fraction because my first fraction is smaller than my second fraction. So 4 times 5 plus 2. 4 times 5 equals 20, plus 2 equals 22/5. Okay, then minus 2 times 5 plus 4. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 equals 14/5. When I subtract 22 minus 14 gives me 8, and then over 5. Or since 5 can go into 8 one time, and there is 3 out of the 5 remaining. I will take both of these answers, 8 over 5 or 1 3/5. Next slide here. Same thing. I have to convert these into improper fractions because my first fraction is smaller than my second fraction. Work it out, and then press play when you're done. Or pause and then press play when you're done. Alright, so I'm going to convert this into an improper fraction. Again, 6 times 4 plus 1. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus 1 equals 25 over 4. Minus, again, 3 times 4 plus 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 3 equals 15. So it'd be 15 over 4. Okay, then I'm going to subtract 25 minus 15. That equals 10 over 4. Again, if you want to leave it like this, you can. Or since 4 can go into 10 2 times, and there's 2 remaining, so 2 2/4. Next one here. Again, you have to convert this into improper fractions because the first fraction is smaller than the second one. So pause the video, work it out, and then press play when you're done. Alright, so 7 times 3 plus 1. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 1 equals 22 over 3. Minus 4 times 3 plus 2. 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 2 equals 14 over 3. When I subtract 22 minus 14, it gives me 8 over 3. You can leave it like that or simplify it. So 3 can go into 8 2 times. And then there is 2 remaining, so 2 2/3. Next slide here. Again, I'm going to turn these into improper fractions and then subtract because my first fraction is smaller than my second fraction. Alright, so 3 times 8 equals 24. 3 times 8 equals 24. Plus 3 equals 27 over 8. Minus 2 times 8 plus 5. 2 times 8 equals 16. Plus 5 equals 21 over 8. When I subtract 27 minus 21, it gives me 6 over 8. So my answer is 6/8. Next slide here, this is the last one. Again, I have to turn these two mixed numbers into improper fractions because my first fraction is smaller than my second fraction. Alright, so I'm going to turn them into improper fractions. I'm going to do 3 times 5 plus 3. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 3 equals 18 over 5 minus 1 times 5 plus 4. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 4 equals 9 over 5. Last thing I'm going to do is subtract 18 minus 9, which equals 9. Oops. Equals 9 over 5. You can leave it that way, or you can simplify it. So 5 can go into 9 one time. And there is 4 remaining. So 4 out of 5. Right, today's work, they're going to ask you to regroup, like what we just got done doing. There is 14 of them. Okay, if you want to put the answers off to the side, you can, but you don't have to. And then on the home link, the first section says turn the whole, I don't know why I put the whole mix, but turn the mixed number into an improper fraction. So the very first thing we did, so times plus, and then the second section here is subtract the mixed numbers. Today our work is subtracting mixed numbers. It's on Google Classroom, PDF, and then our home link is on Google Classroom. And it's subtracting mixed numbers, the home link. And then if you want to go on Dreambox or Prodigy for 15 to 20 minutes a day. If you have any questions, make sure you email me or join my Zoom meetings every Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. And honestly, keep up the good work. You guys have been doing awesome.